kind of play the body cam footage a little bit, no audio. That way we can kind of discuss and feel free to kind of go through a little play-by-play of what you're feeling and what you're thinking right now, because this is the actual body cam footage of the Rayshard Brooks. We can try to look for the kicking gear if you want to. Let's give it a go, shall we?
This is the 41-minute video of the initial contact.
It's extensive. That's why I'm not playing the audio, but it's showing the first contact. He's clearly passed out. How many people are in there? 4?
In the car? Just him.
Yeah. Just him.
Yeah, just him. In the SUV that the bullet struck, there's 4.
Oh, that's why they're doing the 4, because the risk of
Yeah, so he's trying to wake him up right now. He's like, yo, what the fuck?
All right. He's trying to wake up. I mean, walk us through kind of a first person. Right? You know, everything's going the way copacetic right now. You're just trying to get the guy up, trying to get him awake, trying to get his information, see what's going on. Maybe he overdosed. You know, you just don't know right now, right?
No. You mean, I think on the, like, you know, he already knows he's probably drunk, you know, looking at him, talking to him, probably smells alcohol. He may not know just yet, but
did he have any warrants or anything which explained the physicality in the running?
No, I don't think he had any warrants or anything.
Why run? Why run? I mean, the only reason why I'd run if it was warrants. I mean, that's kind of, you know.
Well, he was on parole from doing a 7-year stint for.
So he was looking at something then. Yeah, he was looking at. He was going to go away for a while. That's why he tried. Listen, when you run from the police this close, you're never going to fucking get away. What are we doing here?
No.
You know, like, unless you're Michael Johnson or like Usain Bolt, I don't think you got a chance of, you know. I mean, how fast are you, Officer Roque?
Even right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even right here in the video, he should never let that guy drive away, because what if he would have hit and killed somebody there?
Would you have done that, Officer Roque?
Yeah, no, I mean, he may not know he's drunk at this moment.
True.
You couldn't arrest him right now.
He could have diabetes and he passed out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good chance he's drunk. Probably best not to have him move. Just leave it right there. You know, people can go around. But
thumbs up. Everything's good right now. Thumbs up. Good to go. We got no problems right now.
Yeah.
And there he is, driving into the parking spot. So right now we're gonna do a sobriety test on this individual, right, Officer Roque? Is that what the game plan was going to be?
Yeah, he's calling for an officer that's certified to do field sobriety testing. He's gonna have this officer come and do some what we call human tricks, where they, follow your finger around and walk on a line, which are actually done pretty excellently. You know, they're done very well. And at the end of it, they deem that he's intoxicated.
This is where he says, I don't want to deal with this guy.
He says, I don't want to fucking deal with this guy. Like,
Was there a prior relationship?
No, he's just good.
He's just saying he doesn't want to deal with this guy like fuck. Like, you know, they're fucking drunk.
Do you feel that way sometimes?
I mean, like, you know, it's like, bro, really? Like, you know, like, I don't want to fucking, you know, you don't ever want to deal with, like, a douchebag. I mean, but, like, this guy is lit, and he could probably already tell, you know, but you can't prove it just yet, but he can already tell, like, this guy's lit as fuck.
But I wouldn't have let him drive if I thought he was lit as fuck. I'm gonna take those keys away right away.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so first mistake there.
I wouldn't have done that, but I mean, it's up to the officer, really. I mean, it's not like, you know, consequential.
One of your mods posted, Rada, that this officer had 12 complaints in his file in 7 years.
No, well, he works in Atlanta. I mean,
see how awesome my mods are. Are you freaking kidding me? Look at these two. Look, already the dream team's already teaming up together. Look at this. Oh, I love you guys. I love you guys. Look at this.
Apparently, he's a bad driver. Only 4
5
citizen complaints, which is really good.
And those complaints could be bullshit complaints, right, Officer Oak? But it's still going to go on the record, on the file, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they stay with you forever no matter what.
So anyone could make up a report against you, and you still will have one complaint. You know what I'm saying?
They stay with you for the rest of your career.
Yeah, so another reason
That's
why.
what pisses me off about all those auditors.
Yeah, because you're tainting a really spotless record, and you're hurting a good reputation and career potentially. Because that gets in the way when it comes to I don't know, a promotion or something. That shit gets in the way.
It can if
Joker Dog. Joker, are you up here? Because there's another Joker down here. Let me add this one and kick this one. Joker?
Yeah.
Because there's 2 Jokers in it.
I kicked myself out. Sorry.
All right, you're good now. So walk us through, Officer Oak, your mindset right now. This is just exploratory phase right now. Are you trying to build relationship to kind of get a good thing right away and not be as hostile? Because when these people are under the influence, they could be volatile, and it really is important to set the tone, correct?
Yeah, I mean, right now he's trying to build his case. He's investigating to ensure that this person is. I mean, he suspects probably right now that he's intoxicated. He doesn't know for a fact. He couldn't factually say it, in the court of law. But he's got a very good idea that this person is intoxicated, and he wants to prove it. So he's gonna ask him, hey, can I see your license, insurance, registration? Have you had anything to drink tonight? The guy's gonna say 2 beers as usual. They always say that. And then eventually 2 beers turns into 3, and 3 turns into 3 shots, and so on and so forth. And then
is the stigma? I'm going to be rude, and I might be offensive here. I'm going to warn everybody now. But is the stigma, because I don't get drunk. I got drunk probably 3 times in my life, 4 maybe. Is the stigma always they piss their pants, or have you had a couple shatters?
It depends. I mean, a lot of times probably 4 times out of 10 they piss their pants.
But you had some duty to deal with.
I've had duty to deal with. Yes, that's 1 in 10.
Who gets more duty to deal with, you or the jail?
Me, because it's in my car, and then it's a whole thing to
Y'all should have interns to do that shit, police interns, cadets. But instead of, we can do the physical shit as well. But having them do the dirty work that you guys don't want to do would be great as well. A little intern kind of
It would be great, but I don't know if that'll ever. It's part of the job.
Officer Jones, I need you to come over here and clean the shit out of my back seat 10-4. Sure, Officer Oak, I'm on the way. Thank you. Great job.
Use Explorers. Make the Explorers do it.
Yeah.
Whoa, when these first time in order to show up, you just send the interns out and have them deal with them. Fuck them.
Yeah.
There you go.
They don't have a record right now,
Fuck them.
They should deal with the volunteers first before they deal with the police. I'm a volunteer. You can't talk to me like that.
Hey, Sancho.
What's up?
My phone's dying. I'm going to come back here in a minute.
I appreciate you.
It's going to be a whole part of the defund the police thing, Instead of sending the police to deal with auditors, we'll just send the counselors out to talk to them.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Let's make the trustees do it.
Yeah.
We're here to audit the police station. Tell me how you feel about that. How does that make you feel, Joshua Abrams?
No, I was trying to ask Patrick that question in chat, and he wasn't answering. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to call the police station and say, hey, I got a weird thing but there's somebody famous in your police station. And I described him a little bit. You don't want to hear my description of him. And there you go, yeah. There you go, yeah, I see him right now. I go, could you tell him, could you ask him what his favorite fast food is? And they're like, okay. They're like, why? I'm like, Well, these kind of people you want to build a relationship with, and that's like the greatest first question to ask them because they'll love you after that. They're like, okay, fine. So I hung up the phone.
I could tell you it does feel good though.
Oh my god!
What's kind of funny about this video, also, by the way, Sancho, is the guy's wearing a thin blue line hat.
Is he really? I didn't notice that. Yeah, he is.
You can't tell him. Yeah.
Holy shit! You're right. He is wearing a thin blue line hat.
That's flag desecration.
So we're civil right now.
The flag.
I don't have the audio, but we're civil right now. Everything's copacetic. We don't have the audio because we're talking over it. We're doing our play-by-play. Roof knew that the taser that Brooks has presented no danger. So it's all cool right now. Everything's cool. Absolutely.
Actually, Raw dot no.
I would risk. Absolutely. What happened?
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm trying in there real quick. When we get into the video, when the officer actually shoots Roth, the taser goes off at the same time. You can see the probes flying out of the taser towards the officer.
So it looks like he's doing some field notes right now.
USA Today lies.
How long have you been an officer,
Oak? 7 years.
The department's near me. Call it crime scene cleaning company. Is that how it usually is with you?
What's that?
They call a crime scene cleaning company to come clean and disinfect cruisers when they get bodily fluids? Or is your police department just a scrub and they make you get your hands dirty and there's duty in your fingernails later on?
Yeah, we don't get that. We don't get all that fanciness, man. We got to handle it.
Got to get my hands dirty.
Got to take out the back seat and spray it down with the hose and everything. It's rough.
It's even rougher now with COVID, right? Like there's a level of anxiety even greater touching any feces with COVID going around. You know?
Oh man, it's terrible. I keep like a gas mask in the back of my car.
Do you really?
Yeah, man, just for that.
So we're cool right now. Everything's copacetic. We're having a conversation. He's walking around. He seems to be walking pretty good. He's texting and everything.
Yeah, everything's cool up until he decides to be not cool.
Did he make a good reaction to being drunk? Because he seems pretty. I don't want to say alert, but he seems pretty alert. No, or is it just because I'm not hearing the audio?
So here he's asking him. He's saying, go sit in the car, and he's like walking towards the car, and then he's like, look, I don't want to be rude, but I'm gonna ask you again, like, go sit in the car because I don't want you walking around, while we're doing this.
I've always wanted to ask this question to a cop. Just bear with me. If somebody you pull over has a thin blue line hat or a bumper sticker, do you kind of, I don't want to say alleviate the pressure, but alleviate the pressure?
No, because sometimes they're like this guy and they buy a thin blue line hat so they can get out of tickets.
Do you ever do a brake check?
No.
Someone's asking that. No, me, I didn't ask that. Someone's asking that. Joker dog.
No.
But it does look good as a good first impression when you see that, this person's clearly a police supporter. Maybe I can kind of not talk as loud or be as, rude or something, get the sticker anywhere.
I don't think it matters. I think it's I'm sorry.
My guy, if you're falling asleep, you can hop off. It's okay. I can pretend to be you for a little bit since everyone thinks we're the same person.
No, it's not that. I just like I told you, my shift's been flopping around, so like just been on different shifts. But yeah, I mean the thin blue line, I mean it's like a secret that they think is around, and they think like, oh, we'll like infiltrate by having the sticker or something, and we won't get in trouble. Sometimes like the worst motherfuckers have like thin blue line stickers on their cars. I mean it's nothing new. It's just like it's kind of like the people who put the like police union stickers on their cars and stuff, it doesn't really mean anything. It's kind of like saying like, oh, my brother's uncle's friend is a cop. So
let me address this for you. Am I the only one here that's seen videos claiming the guy on panel is pretending to be a public servant? My answer to this is that video you've seen is now deleted. It's privated because a lot of things were said on that video in another video that were wrong, that were slanderous, that was libel, and that was a big no-no. And this is just another example. And I would also say that I've seen Officer Oak on with Masshole Report multiple times. And I don't think Masshole would let a fake police officer anywhere near them. And I'm pretty sure they did their research on you, too, to make sure you are who you say you are. So that, in my opinion, is legit vetting. And I have personally spoken to him with scanners in the background myself. So that is just another made-up lie that, unfortunately, I call verbal diarrhea.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I was just some random guy and I had as much knowledge as I have, I guess I'd be wasting my life looking up laws and stuff.
It takes a little bit to get on those panels at Masshole, and I'm sure, they did their due diligence. And I personally have spoken to you with a scanner in the background from Alaska, by the way. I'm sorry I'm doxing him, but it's from Alaska. It's cold and up in that motherfucker. He's calling from the wilderness. And
yeah, it's a little chilly.
And clearly, by the words that are coming out of his mouth, he clearly knows what the fuck he's talking about as well.
So they're getting set up.
I got you back. I got Harry Balls' back as well. At first, I kind of thought I was going to get a big giant cock showing just to get my video down. I've been kind of attacked a little bit. Yes, Masshole Report is very careful and they're very thorough, and that's why. That's where I first kind of caught wind of Officer Oak was over there, and I'm like, wow, good.
Rod, I was also a cop in the military for a little bit.
Really, my moderator.
Look at that.
I don't want to brag. I don't want to brag about my choices and mods, but holy fucking shit. I mean, I make very rational, awesome decisions.
I went to Fort Leonard Wood in 2012. It was a hellhole. Did that for 5 years. It was fun.
I'm looking
at this point in the video. This guy has no idea where he's at.
No, he doesn't know. He thinks he's on like Dixie Highway or something.
Right, a different city and everything.
This is why I have amazing I mean, listen. I mean, it just keeps coming. First. The wealth of knowledge of Rada has, and just absolutely amazing with the law enforcement and military cop. And now we got a reading teacher. There's people that host panels that can't read. And the fact that I have a reading teacher as a moderator, I feel nice and safe. I feel very secure. I don't need to be hugged tonight because I feel very safe. He's making eye contact right now, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like everything's going good. He's got his hat on. He thinks he's going to get out of this ticket.
No, I don't think anyone who's had surgery before that's been put under has anything to worry about. I was just kind of bouncing off what he said about the dentistry, about being put under. And I countered it with the surgery, same thing. I'm not accusing anybody of raping anybody. That's not, no. We're not going to go down that path of destruction tonight. So far, there's eye contact being made. But according to you, he has no idea where he is.
No.
None.
I mean, like the cops at this moment are like, this guy is lit. Let's see if he'll do field sobriety.
What was in his system? Do we know?
Oh, it was alcohol because they put him on the breathalyzer, the portable breathalyzer test, and he blew over the limit. So it was at least alcohol. He's not happy now. He took his hat off.
Yeah, he took his hat off smiling at first. He showed it to him, so he wanted to make it a point that he had the hat on.
Yeah, what's around his neck, I wonder?
A chain.
It's like a badge.
It's like a big.
Gold.
I thought it was too. It's like a big rock.
The gold medallion. I used to wear that in high school. Not like thick like that. No, that's pretty huge. That's pretty huge. So far, we're putting our hands up. He put his cell phone down. We're getting copacetic.
So the first part of this test is going to be the horizontal gaze nystagmus.
Okay. That's
so
what
he's gonna make him follow his finger around, and he's gonna bring his eyes to maximum deviation, and he's gonna look for the involuntary jerking of the eyes.
You sound like a janitor, not a cop. You sound like a janitor with deviation and all these big motherfucking words. Jesus. Let's put that shit to bed right now. I don't think I've ever heard the word deviation on any live panels ever on YouTube. Continue, sorry.
But right now he's going to look for the involuntary jerking of the eyes while he's moving his finger around in front of his face, as you'll see soon.
I've heard the two words voluntarily jerking on many live panels on YouTube.
Yep. Hairy balls will voluntarily jerk for you.
That's going to be 1 a.m.
On occasion. I've been known to. On a panel. On a panel.
1 minute away, guys. Let's get we're past 200 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. Big accomplishment, 200 subscribers in a couple days. I appreciate that. I'm honored by that. I'm a nobody with a very small channel, just trying to climb up the ranks of entertainment and entertaining people with a wide variety of a show. And walk us through, Officer Oaks. What are we doing right now?
So right now he's doing the first pass is a medical test to make sure he doesn't have like arresting nystagmus, or he doesn't have he hasn't had any head injuries in the past, that would cause him to have an astigmatism or anything like that. And he's doing a medical check, making sure he's okay to do this test. Right now he's on the phase where he's looking for I missed part of it. Where he's holding it, he's looking for the onset of nystagmus prior to 45 degrees.
Here we go. I'm getting hard with all this big fancy talk.
So
now you're rubbing one out.
Yeah, I'm involuntarily jerking right now.
Where he's holding it, that's maximum deviation. He's checking for the onset of nystagmus at maximum deviation.
This is a good question for them to record. Shout out to Freedom Record. Thank you for tuning in tonight. How do some people be driving high, etc., and cops do same test high as well, but cops let them go? How does that happen? LOL. I think alcohol is more than that for more than marijuana. But.
Marijuana will do it, but it'll do it for horizontal gaze nystagmus, which you'll see here in a minute when he brings his hand up and down instead of laterally. So he'll change the direction. It'll go, instead of going from side to side, it'll go up and down his finger, and that's when he's checking for what that indicates is that at a high dose of alcohol, you'll have jerking going up and down, or if they're under the influence of narcotics, it'll jerk. If their eyes jerk at rest, then they're probably on drugs like PCP or something like that.
Is it harder to notice someone high on pills compared to alcohol? I think so, because there's no breath you can't smell, right?
Yeah, it's harder. There's a different test for that. It's called A-Ride. And those people have to go to a separate class. I'm not certified in that. This officer, I don't think is, but he asked some good questions. But it's pretty evident that he's under the influence of alcohol.
So far, he's doing everything perfect in his job, correct? No problem.
Right. Right now, he's explaining the walk and turn. He's explaining he's going to take 3 steps for demonstrational purposes, but the guy Brooks is going to take 9. He's showing him how to turn around when he gets to the 9th step.
If you're on Xanax or Suboxone and the cop thinks you're sober, how do these 2 drugs not show?
If you're on Xanax and Suboxone,
if you're on Xanax and the cop thinks you're sober, how do those 2 drugs not show?
Well, it's different. Like I said, I mean, some of the tests don't. So, like depressants, they make your muscles, like, they make you like chill out, and like your muscles get lazy. So, like your eye is like a muscle. So instead of being able to have smooth pursuit and track smoothly, it jerks because it's like reaching muscle failure.
Huh. I've crashed
So,
2 times, 2 different cars, total on Xanax, and both got away. No, they let me go. I think I sobered up from adrenaline.
well, they move through your system a lot faster than alcohol does.
Does anyone turn around correctly?
It depends. But so like right now he's supposed to be standing with his feet together and his hands down at his sides. It's part of the test. He's not doing that. He's moving around and stuff. He asked for the instructions to be repeated because he didn't understand them the first time. So the officer is going to show him again. He's showing him how to do the walk and turn again because he didn't understand. He just moved out of the starting position, which is hands down by your sides, feet together. So that's another fail as a part of that test.
How many times have you done this walkthrough? Thousands?
Oh, plenty. Yeah. So what he's looking for once the test begins is that he's walking heel to toe and he's counting his steps aloud from 1 to 9. And then he turns around keeping his lead foot planted and in short choppy steps.
Ooh.
And he only did 4, but does 9 back.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he utterly failed. He didn't go the right direction.
This is a fantastic question of the night. Would you make amputee do fists? Like, what happened if you ever pulled over an amputee? It's probably rare. I know. Has it ever happened before?
I've never done it, but you're not. Obviously, an amputee can't do that portion of the test.
So auto fail, or we move on to another test and give.
No, it's just not. It's not going to be used in court against them. I mean, you could do horizontal gaze with nystagmus, but like you couldn't make them do anything where they're standing.
Could a lot of drunk amputees be just getting away with this now because of it?
No, because once you're at the point of horizontal gaze nystagmus, your case is already basically built. If you get the gaze nystagmus, the rest of this is just like icing on the cake. I mean, the lawyers have worked out so well that they can beat a lot of things.
Right.
So you got to get a lot of evidence, and this is all part of that. But I mean, like, as far as like definitively saying that this person's drunk, it really comes down to like, will you blow on the breathalyzer?
So
yes or no?
So I have a sober mod who would fail a sobriety test. I don't know if I'm worried about that aspect. But how true of it is the nerve aspect, and how patient are you when you do this, and how much do you consider anxiety as a factor in potentially failing this test?
Well, scientifically, I mean, like, the nerves aren't going to affect your horizontal gaze nystagmus. It's got nothing to do with it. The gaze nystagmus is only affected because you're oh shit, I forgot I had a charger over here. The gaze nystagmus is only affected because you're under the influence of something that's making your body movements lazy, and that's why your eyes do that jerking.
So it's a clear-cut fail or pass. Has there been close calls? Has there ever been a 4th and 1 kind of call with you with this kind of deal?
I mean, if you have a resting nystagmus and you don't know about it, some people have a resting nystagmus, and then the test is done on you. It's going to look like you're on PCP.
Right.
But that's what the medical clearance is for. So when you do your medical clear and you see their eyes jerking at rest,
right,
either they're on PCP or they have a resting nystagmus. And you ask them, do you have a resting nystagmus? And, if you just say yes, I mean, most people don't know what a nystagmus is, so they're not going to fucking be like, oh, yeah, I got one of those, to get out of the thing.
Right.
But if they do have it, usually they know. If they don't know, then I guess there could be an issue there. But, I mean, they would have to prove it in court, which, I mean, a nystagmus doesn't go away, so I could go look at your eyes in court, and you better be drunk or on PCP because I'm going to look and I'm going to be like, your eyes are not jerking right now. Why were they jerking that night?
Walk us through how effective you need to be in court. Just as important as you are on the field, right?
Right. I mean, like everything that's happening here is being documented down to the T.
Hey, Sancho. Sancho.
Yep. I'm here. Hello.
I'll be right back. I gotta make a quick phone call real quick.
No problem. Hop off. I'll bring you back on.
All right, bro.
No problem. Peace and love.
Every movement, every misstep, is documented. And it's going to go in the report saying like, oh, he fucked up. He forgot this number. He didn't count that one.
Right.
But if you pass the HGN, I mean, we know you're not under the influence of alcohol. You could be under the influence of some other kind of drug. We're going to look for evidence of that. But usually, I mean, if you pass HGN, it's going to get documented that you passed HGN.
Right.
And your chances of getting that case are going to substantially drop unless you can find something else. Like,
he's standing. Look how he's standing, putting his hands in his pocket. How is his speech? Any slur? Any abnormalities?
I mean, people don't always slur. It depends on how intoxicated they are. But I mean, you can be too drunk to drive, and every day people think that they're not drunk enough to drive. They're not drunk, and they are drunk. But I mean, just based on his actions, he didn't know where he was. He was sleeping in the drive-through. I mean, I'm sure he's drunk, and he blew on the PBT. He didn't have to, but he blew on it.
Which is coming up here.
What's that, Harry? I couldn't hear you.
It was his actions were fine. It was more the mannerisms that he had no idea where he was.
Yeah,
literally. I mean, it said by looking at him, he looks normal, but when you're talking to him, when you have volume to this, he's literally lost of where he's at.
Yeah,
I need to come clean with you, Harry Balls. You ready for me to come clean?
Come clean, buddy.
You are so fucking intelligent for a name like Harry Balls. Like you are like super like I'm perplexed by how intelligent you are, and I keep looking at Harry Balls, and I'm just like, what the living hell? I'm getting mind fucked over here.
We've actually talked before, Sancho, on Discord.
Okay, under the same name or something?
Oh God, no.
Okay. So there's a reason why I'm confused as fuck. Okay.
Exactly.
Your voice. Well, there's a lot of intelligent people over at Discord. I think like 99% of the people over, 90% of the people over there. So it's difficult to figure out who's who.
I will reveal myself tomorrow.
I mean, Michael Malloy and Shiva the Scam Destroyer are on Discord. I mean, that's fucking awesome. I didn't realize that Shiva was on until earlier. That was odd. It's like a who's who is in that Discord.
We were talking this afternoon actually about the whole 2+1 bullshit.
The 2+1? Oh yeah?
Yeah.
In voice chat?
No, mainly online, just texting back and forth. I'll talk to you tomorrow, let you know who I really am.
Yeah. I can't really say a lot.
I seen your video, and I understand you're being hurt and everything. I was kind of saying just let it roll off your back, let it go. He's not worth it.
Oh, I know who you are.
Exactly.
Today we spoke a lot today, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Well, I have a very good update to tell you, but I can't tell you on the air.
Well, we'll catch up tomorrow, I'm sure.
You want to know what the very good update is? I'm not a predator.
Come on. You have all the signs.
That's the update. I know there's 14.
But you had all the signs that he made up.
Yeah.
But so do you by not showing your face. You're a predator.
Oh, shit.
I was going to call you Earl, though.
I interviewed Earl, and he had no problem with that, by the way. So there's no audio. We're doing
makes sense.
Right. It all makes sense. It's all coming back. It's all coming.
That's how you got Earl on.
No.
Exactly. You're part of the NAMBLA group with Earl.
Yeah, well, that was a huge cue. And then all of a sudden now it's like I'm a part of some underground crew. group of creeps. It's like he still has it up.
Who does, Earl?
The interview, everything I've done still up.
Really?
I was an administrator until this morning on his page. No one knew that.
Wow.
If I wanted to be an asshole, I could have done some damage, but I'm not like that.
See, I'm convinced that Selena's kid is actually Earl's, not Patrick's.
Wow.
Hey, DFK found you.
Jesus, my guy. What are you saying stuff like that? I can't fucking defend me. I don't. Jesus, my guy.
Hey, Sancho.
Come on, like Patrick lays a woman?
Godmother. That's the Godfather.
Yeah.
I
Hey, Sancho.
do want to know what his favorite food is. Yeah.
DFK found you.
Good. I'm glad it took hell and a 16-minute video for him to find me. DFK, did you watch my video yet? If so, can you watch the video and then I would love to talk to you after this video because we're discussing the video.
But I have editing software. You gotta be a pedo.
Well, he's in the video. He kind of made a mistake last night and said someone didn't say something when they said something. So the video kind of shows him a lot, and it also shows that I reached out to Golden Eyes 12 hours before that individual said I never reached out for DFK's info, which Golden Eyes can back up. I reached out to try to get DFK's contact. It's on my channel, my guy. Just go back to my channel, go back to the videos, watch that video, and come back. We'll be here. It's only 16 minutes long. It could have been longer. Believe me. It could have been longer.
So have you started an over-under when Brian's going to have a stroke on his channel yet?
Oh, no. We can't say that name. We can't say that name. We can't say that.
I'm sorry, Toothless? Toothless?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Gumby?
Gotta go to you gotta go to my channel. That's it. Oh man. Wait a minute. You're fucking mind fucking me again. You should have the name King of Mindfuck.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're Mr. Drop it, and you're fucking lacing fireballs right now.
I can throw some speedballs.
He backs away. I can throw some speedballs.
I think Sancho thinks you're somebody else.
Oh, he's not who we talked about earlier,
I think so too.
No, he's not. He's
Pickle?
not. He's not the pickle.
No, I doubt it.
Oh, my guy. Okay.
No, not pickle.
Does it start with an M? Does it start with an F and then an M?
It has an M in it.
F and M?
Yeah.
No. Is
No.
it F? I thought it was R.
It is R.
He doesn't even know. How the fuck am I?
No.
I do. It's an R.
All right, I'll figure out. Hold on, I'm gonna go look right now and see who the fuck I've been talking.
He's gonna PM me and ask me who it is.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna PM you. That sounds dirty.
You're gonna pee on me? What the
I'm
fuck?
gonna pee on him. Yo, he's been peed on before.
I'm gonna snitch.
Okay, I figured it out.
Alrighty.
All set. I love you. Right?
Exactly.
All right. See how good I am? You see how I don't play the game that old
My guy.
doxing?
My guy.
He's the king of fucking doxing. Me, I'm fucking sly and cool about it.
I don't play that game.
I could have got my revenge at Oak for that video he sent me.
All right, hold on. Here, right here, Sancho, the PBG test.
DFK, I'm gonna bring you up once you watch that video. Watch the video on my page. It's on my channel. Then
This is a portable breathalyzer test.
Okay.
It's not admissible in court, but he blows over, so it's a good idea of what the alcohol level is in his blood.
Watch the video, my guy, first. I promise I'll bring you up. I just don't want to go through explaining it because legality-wise, I can't get too much into that. So the video is going to explain it because.
And this is where the fight about kicks off here, about 30 seconds.
So we're about to get into some problems here.
Yeah.
Yep. The hat is off, and he is not happy.
It's called the cesspool of YouTube, So contact is what's initiating a problem. He clearly thought he was doing
right
this
here.
Yep. So he's trying to get away.
He tenses up.
So now we're getting spinny.
They're fighting. The cameras fall off.
Now we're getting spinny. Okay.
The taser goes to him. He's got the taser out. He's grabbing at the taser. He's saying, "Let go of my fucking taser." At some point here soon, he's gonna get up, punch an officer in the face, and attempt to run away with the taser. There they go. If there's audio, you would hear a taser go off, which is one of the officers deploying their taser. And then you'll hear another taser go off, which is Brooks discharging the taser at the officer. And immediately after that, you'll hear a gunshot.
Kind of really opens people's eyes up how fast this can go down, how fast this can go bad, how fast this can just happen as a whole. You know?
And that's what people don't understand.
I mean, this could have been a fucking training video for DUI. Like, it was a good DUI stop, man. I mean, that guy was good.
Lawful arrest is what caused this to be what it is now.
The what?
Lawful arrest. It was lawful. Failed it. Everything's by the book right now, right? Everything's by the book. Now we're going to take this.
Absolutely.
Now we're taking this individual into custody. Now we got a fucking problem.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I would have done different is I wouldn't have had to move his car. That's the only thing. I mean, and that's not a big deal. That's not like a no-no or anything. You know, that's just me. But, like, other than that, everything's by the book, man. Like, everything is by the book. The field sobriety, everything.
The cops are courteous the whole time, weren't being aggressive.
It's so difficult. I mean, it's like, what could we have done wrong? And it's like, I don't see what could have been done wrong. And if there's anybody out there who can kind of give me that education, please hop on the panel.
Well, see, that's Ilk and I've talked about this before, and that's the problem I have with a lot of these arrests that lead to something bad. Is no one ever asks the question, what happens if they don't resist?
Yeah.
99% of these cases, if not 100%, these people would be alive to this day.
Right.
Had they not fought for one reason or the other. Not saying they deserve to die, not saying it should get to that level, but they initiate the resistance. And I was talking to someone else earlier this afternoon. The street's not the place to try your case. You don't agree with being arrested, give it a ticket. Right. The street's not the place to make your argument. You're not going to win.
You know, how do I say this? I kind of think that there'd be no fire if there wasn't a match lit. And I think if we have that way of thinking, I think like it, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of the way I look at it. It's kind of the way I perceive it, that I genuinely don't think there would be any issues.
No, I mean, I never want to be in that situation, but if it ever came to be, I mean, it would have to go down that way. I mean, that's the best outcome that could have happened. You know, I mean, you have to shoot. You want to live, right? You know, like, you don't know what he's got. You want to roll the dice, figure it out.